Hello and welcome to the Boat Show. It's probably fair to say that Palumbo Superyachts in Ancona on Italy's Adriatic coast is fairly new to yacht building. But the Palumbo family from Naples has a long history of commercial refit and repair, and it's brought that hands-on practical experience to the world of yacht building. In fact, over the last 12 years or so, the group has become a major international player, with shipyards dedicated to new builds and refits dotted around the Mediterranean. Not just in Italy, but also in Malta in the south of France, for example. Last year in 2019, the group launched 5 superyachts, including its 80-meter flagship, Dragon. And currently, they have 7 projects in build spread across its 4 brands. That's Isa Yachts, Columbus Yachts, Mondo Marine, Extra, not including another brand, Palumbo SY, dedicated to the world of refit and repair. And of those 7 projects, 3 will launch this year in 2020. And today we've been invited to the facility here in Ancona, which covers some 50,000 square meters, to talk to the top management about what distinguishes those different brands and take a closer look at the yachts under construction.
The ISA brand that was established as an international shipyard of Ancona is the brand where we build mostly semi-custom yachts from 30 meter to 80 meter. Is the brand under which we delivered most of the super yachts, over 30 so far, and we have 5 other yachts currently under construction in our shipyard here in Ancona. The ISA Classic 65 meter, designed by Enrico Gobbi of Team 4 Design, is going to be one of the highest volume yachts in its class at 1,420 gross tons.
So we're looking at the general arrangement of the ISA 65 Classic. Let's say the most peculiar thing is the connection of the lobby at the lower deck to the beach club. In fact, this comes directly to a corridor which leads to the beach club, passing through the engine room. This is actually part of the engine room. In fact, we have 5 doors here. And we have glass sides in order to show the main engines, the exhaust system, the generators. Here we are in the main lobby of the lower deck. And this is the corridor, which is just in the engine room with 2 big side windows, where all the finishing will be at the same level of the accommodation. Here we are in the main deck salon area of the 65 Classic, which is basically separated in a dining area, which is here on the aft, and a lounge area, which is forward. These are separated by a glass wall, which is made of 6 panels, and basically you can close, and having this dining area as a semi-open space, since we have 3 opening windows here, which looks at the aft. Now, what is really interesting is that this wall is made by glass panels which have separated motors. This means when the crew comes for service here, there is no need to completely open the wall, but just one panel will slide and it will be able to serve and exit on the other side.
The ISA GT 45 meter. We have 2 units under construction, sold. We have other negotiations ongoing. It promises to be one of our best sellers. With exterior design by Enrico Gobbi, it's a right balance of volume, crew size, operations for a lot of owners.
The main concept of this model is the use of the external areas. Actually, this particular boat that we have under construction comes directly from the desire of the owner to leave the boat as a boat should be lived, outside. In this area of the yacht, we have the owner's stateroom. Now, what is really interesting in the owner's stateroom is that he wanted a direct access to an external area, which is a private area. So, being his bedroom right here, he can use this sliding door covered with glass and have access directly to the private terrace, which is in the forward part. And you can also enjoy this small terrace that is another sitting area with the skylight that brings direct light directly into his cabin. So here we are in the owner's cabin of the 45 GT model, ISA, and this is the access, direct access to the forward private terrace of the owner that we were talking about on the GA a few minutes ago.
Okay, so all this will be glass.
Yes, all this will be glass, and this will be a sliding panel which allows to access directly to the private terrace and the forward part.
Okay, and you said behind here, also in front of the wheelhouse, there's another private area above, in fact.
Exactly, with the two skylights which are in this area, which brings natural light inside here from the top.
One of the most interesting projects that we are building at the moment is the ISA GTO 100 feet. Designed by Marco Casali, will be capable of reaching 50 knots max speed. It's one of the smallest but most technically challenging projects, and personally I don't think there is any other project of that size under construction at the moment and capable of reaching that speed.
One of the main peculiarities of the ISA 100 GTO model is the fact that it's a high performance boat. Of course, this is a really performant boat, and in fact his hull has been realized with the carbon fiber reinforcement, and the total superstructure is made only in carbon fiber in order to save weight. One of the main characteristics of this area of the main deck is that it can be a real open with a hard top. In fact, as you can see, this big glass, which is roughly 4 per 2 meters, that you can see also here, completely disappears if you want to. So you have a real open, so you have your wheelhouse at the open, and this part works just like a windscreen.
The Columbus brand is our full custom brand, where we are open to listen any client with his own design, any size, any kind of specification. We are quite flexible on the Columbus brand. Last year, 2019, we delivered our flagship boat, this Dragon, 80 meter. That was quite an achievement for the shipyard, one of the largest boats ever built in Italy. And we are constantly in touch with clients and brokers for full custom projects designed around the client's requirements. The Columbus Sport 50 meter, designed by Luca Dini, is under construction for an American client. One of his main requests was to have a very shallow draft so he could cruise in the Caribbean, and more specifically in the Bahamas, very easily. Entirely built in aluminum, the Columbus Sport 50 has a draft of only 2 meters and less than 7 feet.
Let's say that the Columbus 50 Sport is maybe one of the models of the Columbus range that better represent the Columbus meaning, which is a tailor-made product. One of the main characteristics in terms of layout of this boat is the gym of this boat, because the owner really wanted to have a big professional gym. And you can see from the layout, which has almost the same square meter as his stateroom. Now, this gym has been completely designed with the Technic gym. So basically, we gave them the bare walls and asked for the best gym that could be possible for this owner. So here we are in the gym area, and as you can see, we have more or less the same dimension of the owner's cabin. What is interesting here is that we created this recess in order to have the treadmill machine in a lower deck, in order to have enough headroom to run in safely without hitting your head.
We introduced the Extra line in 2018 to widen our market offer with a new range from 24 meter to 40 meter in fiberglass and or aluminum.
La filosofia del brand extra nasce per la volontà del gruppo di creare e costruire un'imbarcazione che abbia delle linee distinguibili, quindi caratteristiche, e che consenta una vita di bordo sia all'interno che all'esterno in diretta connessione con il mare. La gamma del brand extra si compone dei primi 3 modelli, 76, 86 e 93, in vetroresina, mentre per quanto riguarda il 120 e il 130 è stato scelto il materiale dell'alluminio, proprio per consolidare un po' il prodotto che in queste misure si adatta meglio a lunghe navigazioni. Attualmente abbiamo in costruzione, qui come potete vedere dietro di me, un 86 in consegna per l'estate 2020, qui nella versione semidislocante. L'86 viene proposto in 2 versioni semidislocante, appunto questa con 2 motori e performance in semidislocamento intorno ai 20 nodi, mentre la versione con 3 motori si differenzia per un taglio diverso della carena. Internamente il layout è identico. Particolarità del layout interno ed esterno dell'86 è questo grande salone che ha ampie finestrature che danno una luminosità importante e una connessione diretta all'interno dell'ospite con il mare. Qui abbiamo questa ampia cucina all'interno di un ampio salone molto luminoso, e questa cucina in questa posizione dà la possibilità di avere una connessione diretta all'area, diciamo, dinner degli ospiti con un servizio diretto, e anche la possibilità di chiudere la cucina in modo da separarla. Attualmente con riferimento all'ampliamento della flotta stiamo sviluppando un progetto con diciamo, la stilistica, con il design del 76-86, un modello che si pone in una fascia intermedia fra il 93 e il 120, un modello sempre in vetroresina.
Mondo Marine is the latest addition to our current fleet. We took it over in 2018, and we are currently developing 2 lines. One is all aluminum super yachts from 43 to 63 meter, and the second one is an Explorer line from 43 to 65 meter. Mondo Marine is strategically located an hour drive from Monaco. It is one of our 5 shipyards across the Mediterranean, where we operate under the Palumbo Superyacht brands. With 4 brands for new builds and Palumbo SY, which is dedicated to refit and maintenance, we are able to offer a full 360 degrees service to all clients, from concept to construction to the after sale to the maintenance, throughout the entire life cycle of the boat. There are very few international players able to offer the same level of service today.